Hi, I'm Steve.
I'm Shanika, and we're the Empty Nesters.
We're the real life braided bunch. We went from this,
To this,
and now we're here to share our experiences with you. Click the link in our bio to check out our YouTube page for relationship and parenting tips.
see you soon.
You want to bless us? Set
Yeah,
us
we
up in
can go
prayer
ahead
before
on
we
and get
start this
started.
evening.
I'm doing prayers on Monday,
All
Prayer
right.
Monday.
All right, bless us with your words, girl. Bless us. You know I can.
God of peace, sometimes our choices make a difference and sometimes they don't. Help us to know that even when they don't make a difference, our choices still matter. Furthermore, show us how you guide our discernment no matter the outcome. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
All right. So,
That's our
oh
word of the
man.
day.
All right. Well, man, we got a great show for y'all this evening. Well, we're gonna reintroduce the topic for today
Yeah,
because
okay.
the topic, I believe, is a very great topic that that needs to be discussed, and that topic is the importance of the united front, right? And so, you know, it's important to be on the same page when you're raising your young people. All right. Again, uh, what we do here as the Nesters is we simply share our experiences, and maybe you can draw from something that we've gone through and what we've learned from doing it. So, babe, I'll let you start the conversation because I want the listeners to hear you know both of our sides. So I'll let you lead if you like, and you got a question you ask, but I'll let you say how you feel and what you learned about the importance of a united front.
So
Right?
the importance of being a united front to me is detrimental
Detrimental.
to me, detrimental in a marriage, in a relationship
Hold
when
on,
we
wait a
have
minute.
kids.
Hold up. You saying it's detrimental to be a united front, or it's detrimental when you're not?
When you're not.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry. Did I say no?
Okay.
When you're not.
Okay. I just want to clear that up.
Because I can remember, and I do have selective memory too. So,
okay.
How it affects a relationship when you're not on the same page.
Okay.
I can say that I probably was not on the same page majority of the time.
Okay.
All
right.
Until they got a little older, then I started saying, hey, go ask yourself, and
okay. Okay. No, I'm listening. I want you to get. I don't want to. Okay, so y'all been listening to us. I mean, I have a reputation of dominating the conversation is the feed I'm getting back. So I don't want to continue to do that. I want her to have every opportunity to get how she feels out because she's important in this as well. So please.
Now you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Now I
didn't already told you I have selective memory.
Okay. So I talk now. So you want me to talk? It's my turn. We having fun, y'all. We just having fun.
I forgot what I was even saying.
It's okay. Okay, so this is what I heard you say.
Okay, yeah.
I heard you say that if you're not a united front, it's detrimental to the relationship.
Yes.
To the relationship, when you say it's detrimental to the relationship, are you talking about the relationship between us or the relationship between me and the children? Because we're talking about parents, we're talking about children.
I would say both.
Okay, so in what way is it detrimental to the relationship as opposed to the children's?
So if you're not on one page together, then the kids are seeing that, and so then they, tend to be, I want to say, borderline disrespectful or not.
Okay.
Caring about what the other
Well,
part
now
are you saying?
okay. That take a long time to get. Okay.
You see what
So,
you get it?
well, I mean, I got a little insight. I know, of course, because I was there.
So to me, um, I wish I would have been more
Of a united
of
front.
a united front,
Okay.
you know,
Okay. So for our
as far as
listeners,
kids.
let's first define what a united front looks like in parenting. It's simply saying that when it comes to situations with the children, when it comes to making decisions on how you guide the child in dealing with the different things that will happen, with your children as they grow up, a united front means that both parents are on the same page with how it's handled. Okay, that's what a united front is. A united front, and even if we don't agree, because the parents aren't, you're not gonna always agree because you're two different people. You don't think exactly
Right.
alike. You're gonna have differences of opinion on situations, on matters,
Yeah.
and how to deal with it. But the child cannot have any idea that
Yeah, that's going on behind
that
closed
yeah,
doors.
exactly that
That
division exists because they're gonna drive a wedge into that division,
Yeah.
and they're gonna lean to the side of their favor. It's that simple. That's how it works. Children are just smart enough to do that. Okay. Like we said, we being transparent here. We're opening up our lives and being honest about our experience so that others could draw from that and possibly learn. And so what my wife is trying to say to you is this. When it came to parenting, her and I have two totally, like we are opposite.
Way opposite.
We don't agree on anything when it comes to parenting, right? Now remember, we have
You come
these
from
six
two different
children.
backgrounds too.
Well, but it's not about our background. We know that. We're not. I don't want to get into the background. I want to get into how it affected our parenting, because I feel like we've given them, pretty much enough our background. You were spoiled riding. I was a brother. I was a South Side that had to get out here and scratch these Piney Point streets.
Right.
We different. I get that. So our parenting, of course, is different. But how did that affect our children, and how did it affect our relationship? That's the point. That's what we got to get to make it understood how it affects. Okay, so you as the parent of the children, and me as the bonus parent, because you like to say bonus step,
yes.
Whatever you call it, the reality, and people have to begin to just understand and face the reality that that's not your child. You can love them, and anyone who knows me know that I loved all of my children identically. I didn't treat or love any of them differently, even when it came to my biological children. But there were some differences, right? And this is how it affects the relationship between you and between the children. So how did it affect the relationship between me and the children? I'll start there, right?
Right.
Here's what I identified about how it affected the relationship with me and the children. The fact that these were your children by someone else, okay? Now we're talking about the bonus children. Right. We're not talking about my biological children, because the fact is the rules are different. That's another conversation, all right? But the way it affected was this. Because we were not united, and I felt one way, and I voiced how I felt. Every time a situation came, I always made sure that I addressed it as a loving parent and how I felt like it needed to be resolved from a loving perspective, and whatever I felt like needed to be done to handle that situation, that's what I felt like needed to happen. You didn't feel that way, okay? You and I never came to an agreement on it. You simply let that difference be seen and made the decision that you wanted to make.
Right.
Because some situations warranted swift justice, and you didn't agree with the swift justice, and justice denied, we put how you want to put it, and what that does is this. This is the message that it sends to the child, is that my step parent can talk, but they really have no power. because once my mom says something, that's what it is. And so what that does is it lessens my ability to have influence on the child.
Yeah, and that's true. And I realized that over the years.
That's okay.
So
That's we were still able to navigate that, which was
yeah.
a difficult thing because
Yeah.
here's how it affected our relationship.
Because
From my perspective, because now you know how you felt. I don't know how you felt. I only know how I felt. I know what we went through, right? But the way I felt was like it was hard. It was hard, but it was easy at the same time. Now, here's what I know. It was easy because you had girls. If you had a son, you and I would not have made it this far. Because your sons would not have been able to give me the hell that your daughter did. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I'm talking about just as young people growing up in your house. Like, girls get passes boys don't get.
they got a lot of passes that they should have got passes.
They get passes boys don't get because they're girls. Boys, it's going to get physical. Because you're a young man growing up in my house.
I wasn't that
but see, that was
forceful. But that was me.
Yeah.
That was just me because growing up, I didn't get all those, I wasn't always in trouble or, getting.
Well, I discipline, and of course,
I wasn't really disciplined actually.
We will do a topic of to spank or not to spank. We do have that one coming up. We'll dive into that one too.
Yeah. So as far as I just really regret that I didn't, just stand united like we were supposed to.
Well,
But hindsight, everything. Everybody good.
All right, now there's also the effect that it has on those children. We're talking about blended because we're blended.
Yeah.
Now, if you're both the biological parents of the child, and y'all don't have that united front, I really don't know what advice to give you.
Oh,
because I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you either.
When it came to my biological children, from me, and there was zero tolerance, zero understanding. There's nothing anybody in this world could tell me about mine. And the fact that I had sons solidified that. I got to make men. And so that was nothing anybody can tell me. So this is what happens with these children that are under the same roof, but living by different rules. Because I'm parenting with an iron fist, and my wife letting you just get away with highway robbery.
Yeah.
That's sending mixed messages under the roof, and for the children, it's confusing. It's like, hey man, what's going on? Like, why they get to this, and I can't, and I can't really say to you, well, son, in the end, if their parents allow that, I'm just a step parent. There's really nothing, and that's the thing about being a bonus or step parent is you have to be willing to understand that that's not your child. And when the ultimate decisions are made, it's up to the mother and the father. Now, to me, the custodial parent, which is the mother, has the power. In our case, what they choose to do with that power is on them. And you have no say about it. You gotta rock with it if they mean enough to you for you to go through whatever that is. Cause I done ate a bunch in this step situation.
With those girls, yeah.
It's all good. I tell y'all what, man, we're gonna let y'all digest some. All right, y'all, we back in there with y'all, man. It's the Empty Nesters. Whew. All right. I feel like we, kind of, got an interesting topic going.
Yeah, we got an interesting topic.
Yeah, real chatty tonight. What's on your mind?
I am chatty. Don't do me. I
am
chatty.
You do realize we're on radio talking.
I know. So what do you mean I'm not being chatty? For y'all who are just joining in, we are talking about the importance of being a united front.
The importance of being a united front, being on the same page when it comes to parenting decisions, how you guide, raise your young people. Mm-hmm. We've said it before. was said again. Raising young people to adulthood is a difficult thing, and I'm pretty sure any parent will agree with me. The only thing we really want is for our young people to transition into adulthood and be
Yeah.
independent, be
Yeah,
able to
get
take
off
care
the
of
couch.
themselves. Yeah, get off my couch. Go out there and find your life.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Like parents. I mean, who truly love their children. You know, I I don't care what that looks like. I don't care who you are, what you do. As long as you're happy with your life, I'm happy for you. You know, but I
We
feel
all
like
trying to
I
get it now.
do want the peace of mind of knowing that you're independent. You can take care of yourself once you get out here in this dog eat dog world that cares nothing about you. And now, how does that
So
that united front? Because I want to stay on topic. That united front is important because, like I just said, without it, I don't have the influence. Now maybe I can't teach your child what it is, this lesson that they need to know in life because they don't have to listen to me because
because
they because anything I say
because the other parent
it's
have different views.
right, and it's always what the other parent says go. So I have no
With your
influence.
biological child.
There
Right.
it is. So the bonus parent, step parent has no influence. They're just blowing hot air. Now,
So you may have thought you were just blowing up steam or just talking to them, going in one ear and out the other. Right? That's what
What?
you may have thought.
no. At the time,
At the
time that
time.
was the case.
Yes, at the time that was the case.
I identified exactly what was
But
happening.
fast forward,
You know,
fast forward.
fast forward, understanding eyes have taught them
Exactly.
everything that I was trying to teach them.
Yeah.
I get it. I know. I was there, like I said. I knew that day would come. That's what life does. Life teaches you, or it roll over you. I hope you're learning from life. Because if you're learning, you're growing. Right? We need to stay with this united front and how that affects and impacts those children.
Yeah.
Those children. You have a father and his children. You have a mother and her children. You have a father saying one thing. You have a mother saying another thing. Now you have all the children hearing what both of them are saying, but you have this set of children doing what this parent says. You have this set of children doing what this parent says. You have a house divided.
It's divided.
That's what you have when you don't have a united front as the parents. That's what it boils down to sum it up. And navigating through that is a laundry list of situations that this child may do, that this parent may have something to say about, but this parent has a final say that's always contrary to what this parent has to say.
Mm-hmm.
And so the children, they can see that this parent feels a totally different way, and this parent way I'm okay with. So I'm gonna stay over here with my parent because my parent is okay with me doing this. Even though this parent is in here, it's not my parent. Why I gotta listen to him?
Right.
Now this parent got children in here too, that's listening to both and asking themselves, well, if these kids can do it, why can't I do it? Cause I'm your dad, and what I say to you is not negotiable. And this parent can't make your bond when I say something over here. This parent can make bond over here because these are not my children. But over here, this parent can't make bond because these are my children. And everybody in the house get it when it comes to these right here. Just the reality, being honest. That's what happens when you're not a united front. And now you got to transition these young people into adults. And you made the comment about respect earlier. You're right. It does lead to a level of disrespect in those adolescent years because the child knows that they don't have to listen. And I made the comment earlier that it was easier because there were girls. It was, because there was no way in hell a teenage boy could get away in my house with some of the stuff my teenage girls got away with, or our teenage girls, that I still, I can't say aloud because, I may have voiced, but if you allowed it, what can I do? Right? If I'm consistently saying one thing and you're consistently doing another,
then
who the fool? Why am I
why
saying
you keep
it?
saying something?
But I can answer that question too. I'm saying it because I truly care. And I really see the effects or the negative effect that it's causing. And so I'm going to say something because I truly want us to grow to that place where we can get beyond that. And we were able to do that. Wasn't an easy thing to do.
But we did it.
But that's what we had to deal with by having a divided front as parents and two different parenting styles. What that did for us was it strained us at times. It strained us. It strained our relationship because there were times that I was so upset with you over one of those situations that I didn't even want to talk to you. And I'm sure you had moments where you felt that way as well.
Yeah.
So I'm sure our listeners are like, well, why did y'all even stay together if y'all had all that going on? Now, I have my answer, but I'd love to hear your answer.
It's because of the type of person that you are. You solid. Like I can't ask for nothing, and you not give it to me. You just the support, the respect.
Okay.
So it's of course it's a choice. It's always a choice.
Okay.
And I choose to love you, be in love with you.
Okay. Well, I guess, I can't, my answer's, not much different. I truly believe that, we grew a really, really strong love that carried us, through those times. Our desire to be together, to be with one another, carried us through those difficult moments with our children because we knew that we wanted to be with each other. And, you've been solid with me from day one, too. You've had my back. You've held me down, to know that you have someone that, doesn't matter what the situation, you got somebody that's going to jump in there with you and say, I'm here. Yeah. What do I need to do? And there it is. Like that when you find that, that's rare, because I'm telling you, you will get it. You will find yourself in situations, and the people that you thought had your back or that were down with you, they'll show you quick. You can't be you can't be this for me right now. Yeah. I need this right here. If you can't, anybody that's ever been in a relationship, as long as we have, they can tell you that life is peaks and valleys, ups and downs. Yes, you're not going to always be at your best. You're going to need somebody that when you're not at your best can pull you back up to your best. Vice versa. Yeah. And that's just what it is. I know that I had someone that when I wasn't at my best, you were there pulling me back to my best. And so that allowed me, that gave me the strength to endure through those situations and go into that place of, hey, it cannot be said. It cannot be said that I did not, for the record, let me say for the record, this is my stance on this. And when it turned out however it turned out, I'm not the one to say I told you so. I've never once said I told you so.
And to be honest,
I could have said
it. He didn't want to say it, but I can feel it. I felt it many a times.
I never did it. I never said I told you so.
My ears was just burning.
But if I tell you a duck can pull a truck,
and my heart would be aching at the same time.
I tell you a duck can pull a truck. Shut up and hook him up. Put a hitch on him. I'm telling you. Yeah.
It's so crazy.
You know, it's all good, baby. You live and you learn.
You
Like,
do.
I'm
You
thankful
do.
that we had a love strong enough to grow us through all of those
Yes.
situations and bring us to this place where we are right now. Empty nesters, something special. This is special to
God
me.
first.
This is our next. So we're sharing our next. Like, this is real. This is genuine. This is 20 plus years of black love coming live on y'all air right now.
Ooh, black
All right.
love. Black
Hey,
love.
man, you know, I want it to be said that when I leave this place, it's better, you know, because I was here, and the family structure that we've been able to build.
Yeah.
I can truly say that I know we've done. Hi, this is Steve.
I'm Nika.
Man, we're the Empty Nesters. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching our show. We appreciate your support. Catch us again next week on the Empty Nesters.